Hello, guys. We want to say welcome to the exchange. Wheresoever you are, we want to take this time to say welcome to the exchange. The exchange is 1 hour, 30 minutes program brought to you by number of students in India, and we are pretty for this test today. And on to this show, we want to take this time to say thank a big thanks to our guests for honoring our invitations to be here today to discuss uh, another interesting topic that has to do with the growth and development of the young people. So I want to say welcome. So Noah, you can come from there. Noah, you are not audible. Noah, you have to check your mic. You are not audible, Noah. Noah, check your mic. So I think Noah is having some technical problem right there. So she is having some technical problem. She's going to join us very shortly. So on this note, I want to say my name is Elijah Dennis, one of the panelists of the exchange. We're going to be introducing our panelists very shortly. And after they join, Noah is having some technical problem, and Prince Duo will soon join us. So on that note, we will quickly join to our guests to introduce themselves, and after our panelists join us, then we can start the ball rolling from there. So we're going to start. Welcome. Hello. Am I audible to you?
Yes, you are quite audible.
Okay, okay. No, can come from there. No. No, we are not getting you. No, Davis. Prince, you can come from there. Since we're having some technical problem, you can start the show, Prince.
All right, folks, thank you very much. And it is a privilege, for you guys to honor our invitation to be part of our regular edition of the Exchange Forum. And by the virtue of fact, the Exchange Forum is a platform that is designed, to inspire, to educate, to discuss key and fundamental issues that's affecting our globe today. And passion is something that one way or the other it is in line with the key objective and the modus operandi of this entire institution. So we want to say you guys are wholeheartedly welcome, and let's have a very fruitful and interactive discussions. So today we're going to be diving deep and deeper into the essence of you guys' intent to initiate or implement pageant within India, and we have we have heard the historicity of this entire issues that unfolded over the period of time. Like last year, there were another edition of the Miss Africa India, wherein we have numerous of people contesting, and luckily for us, some of us that we are Liberians as a whole were privileged to have Miss Africa India 2021 coming from our motherland. So before we further dive into our discussion for today, I would like for us all to kind of introduce ourselves, and can just give a brief narrative about who we are and what we are into. So I would like to start from our brother there. Can you please unmute yourself and kind of introduce yourself?
Hello, guys. Uh, Greetings to you all. My name is Mr. Athman Abdullah. I'm coming from Tanzania. I'm a student at City University all the way in Ludhiana, Punjab. And in the board of Miss Africa India, I work as the manager of the company.
Okay, so we'll take our sister.
Okay, good evening. My name is Tusi Mburomba Chikundi. Can you hear me? I'm from Namibia. I'm the CEO of Miss Africa India.
All right, we have our own brother and friend, Mr. Cool. So we're going to take you, Mr. Cool.
Yeah, I'm Bill Cole from Liberia. Director of Miss Africa India.
All right, and we have another lady on the line. So can you kind of introduce yourself?
Hi guys, my name is Takari G.S. Momolu. I am a Liberian and senior student at City University studying law, and currently I am the lawyer of Miss Africa India.
All right, so thank you very much. So before we dive deeper into our discussions for today, I would like to turn the pendulum over to our friend and brother Elijah, who's going to introduce himself. And after that, we'll take Nuo. And from there, we're going to go straight into our discussion. So, Elijah, can you kind of introduce yourself? And after that, followed by Nuo.
Okay, thank you very much. The name remains Elijah Dennis. Elijah Dennis is my name. I want to take the time to say welcome to the exchange, and I want to say welcome to our brother Bill Court again. Thank you for appearing again with the initiative that you are actually undertaking in India. I want to say welcome and welcome to the team of welcome to the guest. We want to say welcome. Feel free, let us discuss and have a fun time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you there. So, Nuo, we want to take you. I hope your internet is okay now.
Yep. So thank you. And thank you to our guests today. My name is Noah David, and I'm serving as one of the panelists for today's discussion. Thank you.
All right, so thank you very much. We listened to the splendid introduction and deliberation from all of you guys on here. So we're going to go straight into our discussion. And let's get the ball rolling. So, by the virtue of fact, the name is Miss Africa in India. So, before we actually, go deeper into our discussion, someone who's watching on will be like, I want to know, I want to know what's really motivated these young people to come up with such a brilliant, vibrant, unique, and distinct idea. So, can you guys, better introduce or explain in depth what brought about this entire initiative that everyone in India are benefiting one way or the other from Miss Africa in India? What inspired you guys to undertake such an initiative?
Okay, hello once again. The motive of coming up with Miss Africa India or coming up with the idea of the whole beauty pageant was to connect or unity between Africans and Indians. You know, we are in India, but we have that thing of saying, no, Indians don't do this, Indians do that. We felt like coming together and bringing unity or bringing a platform that will bring Indians to mingle with Africans. It will bring the unity between Africans and Indians. But there's also more ideas behind it that we think they're running out of time. But I feel like my team, even Bill or the manager or anyone, can add to what I have said. But that was the key point, is unity.
Okay, Unity. Our
Okay,
brother
I
Bill
see
is like, you want
also.
to say something further. Yeah, Bill.
As he just rightly said, unity is our key, and also we thought it wise to bring impact into the society, making a change, knowing that we do have a lot of young people who fly over from home to come here to school, and they have that talent in them and they want to pursue their goal, but there's no platform to give them that that aspiration and that motivation to keep pushing. So we also want to say that unity
Bill, you are
and
coming very
inspiring.
low. I think audible.
All right, unity and inspiring the youth to still achieve their goals and aim in life is what we're also pursuing, as you rightly said about unity. So just adding up to what you said in terms of here, you know, since we are in India as well, so we wanted people to still make up a platform that people can still try to achieve their goals and
Wow, that's great. That's great. So one of the primary focus are centered around unity. So and another thing that we would like to know is what's criteria? Are there eligibility criteria that one needs to meet in order to participate in this pageant? Or the pageant is just open that anyone, once you are a charming female, you can be able to participate. So are there set standard for participation? Can you guys enlighten us on that?
Okay, more of it, we don't discriminate. We usually look for a skinny person and all that, but there are certain requirements that we look at. Like, we do have requirements, but we don't discriminate much of your body, because we want to give the platform to everyone who has self-confidence, who want to build self-confidence within themselves or self-esteem. But more of it, there are few stuff that we look in, like your age, if you did not give birth, and all those kind of things. You know, normal stuff that we look into, because we don't want it to look down on yourself and all those kind of things.
Okay, that's great. So there's no form of discrimination. So you guys are 100% against discriminatory activities. So let's hear from our brother on the rare extreme, bro. So, bro, will you mind, to draw us through when it comes to some of the accomplishment or achievement of this Miss Africa in India since 2021? I stand to be corrected. What have been some of those major and significant achievements you got you guys have actually worked towards accomplishing here in India in line with your goals, your objective, and fundamental principle for formulating Miss Africa in India. Hello, bro, are you there?
What you? It's you they are talking to.
Come again, come again. I'm not getting you. You coming in broken? All right. So, hello, are you there?
Yeah, Prince, I think he's having some technical problem. We can take somebody to respond to the question.
Yeah, sure. So, I think let's try to listen to our sister Saving. Saving, will you mind to better explain to us some of the accomplishment and achievement of this institution since 2021? What have been those significant achievements? What have been those, major things you guys have embarked on, and today they can serve as a success story?
Okay, I think the network of my colleagues is not that well. Am I audible? As the key
Yes,
point is
you are.
unity. Our key point was unity. So we accomplished the unity that we are doing right now. We got to meet with people. We got, beside the money and everything that we are getting a little bit here and there, I feel like the key point was unity, and we are getting it as one of the source. I don't really value the rest of the things that we are getting right now, but the fact that we have people, last year we had 9 models, today we have 14 models. It's something that it's making us grow a bit. It will keep the name around us and out there in our countries.
Okay. Yeah. So now another question could be, or another thing could be, aside from the issue of unity, coming together as youth or young people from our continent, Africa, what are some of the privileges that if one win this pageant can be able to benefit from? What are some of those privileges?
Okay, we expose them. Like, in beauty pageant, is more of getting exposed or getting known. But beside the winning prize, we give activities which are charities and all this kind of stuff. We teach them certain stuff. Today's topic was how to value your yoni, which is your private parts. And I was the one who taught them, like, how do you value yourself as a woman? How do you value yourself out there? So they have other lessons than winning prize of the crown that you get to know. So beside the lessons, beside the winning crown, beside the charity, the known, the society, the growth on social media, we just feel like it's, what more can you get beside all that? I feel like that. And self-confidence, you build your self-confidence. We're empowering women.
Okay,
Okay, so that's great.
okay.
That's great. So women empowerment, self-confidence, these are some of the key center focus of Miss Africa in India. So now we're going to turn it over to our sister Nuo. Nuo, you can take it from there.
Okay, Elijah. Firstly, I want to say sorry for the break in. And I hope my question I'm about to ask someone did not ask it. If not, I'm going to ask another question. But I actually want to know the source of income of this union, because if you are having an organization and you are having a pageant, you need to have a fund to run the institution. So, what's the main source of income to Miss Africa India? That's my first question.
Okay. I feel like my team is quiet, but we ourselves we
No,
contribute money.
you are the boss now, so we wait.
Yeah, it's a group discussion. If it was only for the boss, I think they could only invite me, Bill. So
Okay.
you guys have the platform also to answer to questions of answers that we know. So
All
such
right.
things we know.
Can you reiterate your question again, please?
I did ask for the source of income as an organization. How do you actually get funds to run Miss Africa India? That's my question.
Okay. We do joint farms, right? Like stakeholders. We do put some money together, right? To run the program, and it goes until December. Uh, we always invite sponsors, those who see the same vision as we see, and are aspiring to uplift women empowerment. We write them, we seek sponsorship, we go after it. Another thing that we are also working on for next year, that we can be able to sell our magazine of this coming Miss Africa India to people who want to purchase the magazine. That will be able to get funds to the company for us to be able to run for next year. So for now, our income is just from sponsors and from stakeholders. We have to also put money together to run it, and a non-refundable thing, like we have to put the money in and not expecting anything. So does that answer the question?
Okay, thank you. So the CEO spoke about unity as the main, the key of this organization. Like it came out because you want to unite Africans. So with the exception of unity, with the exception of Africans coming together as one, as Miss Africa India, what other things people benefit from this organization? Like if I win as Miss Miss Africa India, besides being united with other African countries, what are other benefits I have to obtain from the organizers?
Okay, like thank you for the question. Some part of last year, we we also sent few models, right, to Miss UN. You understand? So our platform is been recognized by other great pageantry platforms in the world, because you can just say limited to India. So we send like four of our models who took part in this UN. And this year, next year, we are planning also to have projects with our queen, incoming queen, and also send her to other big pageantry platforms, and for her to go and seek her dream, to get it achieved as well. Now, it also goes in line with the queen also working with us. Just yeah, you can win. We can find out the platform for you. We can find out everything possible. But if you are not ready to chase your dream and acquire and achieve it, you can do anything about it. You understand? Like for example, if we have if entities that send us an invitation for you to take part in a pageant in Dubai, we expect you to also be fully ready to represent Miss Africa India. Now, if you say no, you can't go because of X, Y, Z, or B, because you are deterred by other contestants that are flying from all around the world, that it can be our calling. So it should not be like, okay, Miss Africa India, maybe the team said they would do this and they did this, and see they are not doing it. It also has to do with us and the person coin at that moment, the working relationship.
Okay, thank you. Another question. This is Africa, and we are in India. You have 52 to 53 states in Africa, and not everyone is represented in India. So we have universities where Africans are in all part of India. So how is the recruitment like? How do you recruit your queens to contest, and how do you actually carry on the verification before one can be accepted?
Okay.
All right. Okay. Okay.
Okay. When it comes to the part of recruiting people, we just put posters and send wherever we are reaching. Currently, because we just started last year, we try by all means to reach to different towns or places, but it's not gonna reach everywhere because of the platform. It's not yet there. It's not yet Miss Universe or Miss World that everyone will see on TV and notice us. But we are trying to invite all TV channels this year just for us to be known at the stage where we want to reach. Okay, sometimes we might answer wrongly the answers because of the, I think, country languages. I feel like I'm lost at a lot of places. That's why I prefer Bill or Savin to answer, because I'm kind of lost. But I'm still with you guys though. Yeah.
Okay, this is my question. You have universities in India. You have Africans attending these universities. So how do you recruit? How can an individual be qualified as a contestant of Miss Africa India? How is the recruitment like?
Okay.
Okay.
To be
Okay.
honest, okay, thank you, Savin. You can come in.
Okay. We have our official page on IG, and we have Google Form, and we have flyers, and we pay people for promotion. Like everywhere in India, be it you are in Punjab or you are in Chandigarh, you will see the flyers. The only thing you have to do is take the number and give your details. Then you are in for audition.
Okay, then now for the audition aspect, you have criteria, you have lists of things that people need to cross before being qualified. So, what are some of the questions, or what are some of the things an individual needs to pass before crossing the audition stage?
Okay, be be like you are from Liberia, you are from Ghana, you are from whatsoever. Like Miss Africa India, we have our criteria. Like if you are a mother, you shouldn't like have a child. And secondly, you should be a student, and you should have your documents right. Yeah, and you and like your it depends your passion, because number one I'm in India, right? Okay, and I want to be a part of Miss Africa India. Regardless of my body, I may not have the body as a model, but this is a platform that accept everybody, be it you are big, you are small. If you have the passion of being a model, you can audition.
Maybe can I add up on that?
Unmuted, we are not getting you. Check your. No, you have to unmute.
I'm sorry. So my question was, we have seen the first Miss Africa India, and she's pretty, she's good. All of us celebrated her. So another one is on, how actually can you do your Josh and aspect? Because sometimes you have an individual who wants to be part of it. So do you have a specific number of people that you accept to contest at a specific time, or you only have people coming in because they cross the audition?
To answer your
I'm
question,
failing to understand the question though.
okay, Susie, she's asking. Let me uh, be able to interpret the question to you so you can answer. She's saying, uh, do we have a special recruitment time frame? And what are the criteria surrounding a contestant being qualified? Or is it that we just keep taking models uh, based on them showing interest, or how is it set up, right? Did I elaborate your question well? Okay.
Yes, if you have a specific number of people per time.
Okay, I don't want to lie. I don't want to lie. To be honest, this time or last year and this year that we have started, we were looking at anyone who applied for it. Our auditions, we did to certain places, just few places that we took auditions, where we went to select according to what we were requiring, which is your height, the way you perform yourself, or you uphold yourself towards people. You know, we can be able to see, we are told these are the people that are coming for what, for auditions. But the way you are behaving towards the next person, you can have all the requirements, you are beautiful, you have a nice body and everything, but the way you responded to the next person because that person looks bad to you, or you look down on the next person, we wouldn't want you to be our queen because you don't have respect for the next person. So one thing that you have to go and teach the society is to respect, or to have to support the next person. For instance, there are ladies that are really qualified, or that we did not accept for certain things that we met them. The person saw a friend or a lady like you who identified herself with period, and you have to be laughing, and you are going for auditions. Can you help the next person? No. So those are the things that we don't really look into, but the rest, you apply, you work nice, we train you, and then you go for your finals. For now.
Yeah, again, to add up, bro, to add up to answer your question, uh, yes, we do have a criteria, even though we were opening arms to get every model who is interested in achieving their dreams. But yes, there's a criteria set up on our platform that okay, one of these days we can be able to use this criteria to also have as a company. You understand? So now one of the things is that we also look at the age range, right? If you have hit, let's say for example, you hit 28, 30, 30, we don't think we can be able to work with you. You understand? And another thing, if you have given birth, right? If you're given birth, we cannot be able to work with you. So, notwithstanding, if you say, okay, the company don't have a criteria, no, our default with you, we have a criteria, but as the CEO said, at the beginning, we wanted to also lay a foundation and be able to make an impact. So we couldn't like, okay, say, all right, no, we can turn this person down or turn this down. No, it was about laying the foundation. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much. I want to say welcome to the Change Question. We're calling off. I want to say welcome. It's a change. Today we are hosting Miss Africa. But my concern is going to probably shows all of India if I seem to be corrected. Sense of them are actually
Sorry,
students.
sorry, sir. We can barely hear you.
Hello?
I'm
Am I
sorry. I
okay?
don't know about anyone else. I couldn't hear you.
Hello? Am I okay now?
For me, yeah.
Yeah, I think Bill is saying I'm okay. So Prince, no, am I okay?
Yeah, you are okay now.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry, sir. Can I please be excused? My team will represent me. I'm invited for a poetry night. I just wanted to escort them around. Sorry.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
So like I was saying, my concern has to do with looking at the numbers of Africans in India. 80% of them, if I stands to be corrected, came to India on schooling basis, right? So how do your pageant actually links with their purpose of coming to India? Because most the ages according to your criteria set, you want the ages of this, of that, someone who have not had child and this. So the ages you are giving, these are ages that fall in schooling range. So how do your pageant, affect
Uh,
Yeah, like
okay,
my
I think I'll
colleague
answer
said
this.
also. Okay, okay, answer.
Yeah, I think I'll take this on behalf of the election. So, when we started this foundation at first, we aimed at recruiting Africans, especially African women, and basically we focused ourselves on the students because the Africans which we are here, most of them are students, right? Because you cannot find maybe an African here who is not a student, who doesn't have a proper work. So our main focus was the student. So the other question was, how are we trying to relate this with their study, with their purpose here? So actually, we are not Miss Africa India. We are trying to find or to make it possible for the women that I'm actually the student, because like what can I say? Uh, Africans who are the ladies here, most of them they are passionate on something. They have passion in doing something. But you know the inferiority which the African society has impacted to a woman, he cannot express himself. So through this platform, through modeling, we are trying to impress the inner beauty, the inner energy of a woman to the society. But like how? For instance, when they're contesting on the pageant, they have to go and to show the world that I can do this. I can stand in front of you all guys, show my beauty, show what I can. If it's modeling, if it's dancing, if it's walking, whatever the case. But most of the cases, we usually try to make sure that we do not intervene with the school because the school is the main purpose they're here. So we usually try to go with the school schedules that we do not intervene with their exams maybe, or if it's their practicals, whatever. So even the classes which we are having for them, because we have classes for modeling, and also at the end of the year is when we're having a pageant, whereby those who feel like contesting, they take part on it, and then the winner wins the grand prize. So even the classes which are there, they're usually on the weekends, which is only Saturday. So as during the weekdays, they can go to school and perform their duties without any problems.
Okay. So another point we have to do with probably looking at the in India geographic locations, right? We have probably up to 30, 20, 28 states in India. So what is your plan of taking the pageant up to the other states? Because currently, as as we are told that the pageant is now situated in Punjab, if it stands to be corrected, probably I can be corrected on that. So what is your plans to enlarge the entire pageant across India?
Okay, I think I'll answer that too. So, Miss Africa India has a vision of 50 years to come. So, right now we are on the second year, which on 24th we shall be completing the second year. But we have a vision of more 50 years. So whatever we are doing right now, we are trying to view this thing after 50 years to come. So our plan actually right now, because we cannot focus at large, maybe the whole India, because it will need us a proper budget, enough budget. And especially at the moment that even we, the organizers, are also students, it's even difficult because we need to adjust with our school schedules. So at the moment, we decided to start with Punjab only. So I think with next year, I think because last year and this year it was only Punjab. With next year, I think we can be able to expand our routes to the other states. Maybe if it's Haryana, Delhi, or excuse me, guys. Yeah, as I was saying, like at the moment we're in Ludhiana, Punjab, but we have a plan which I think from the next year it will be visible to you all guys. You'll see how we're extending ourselves. But we do have a plan.
Okay, whatsoever you are following us, I want to say welcome to the exchange forum this time. Today we are having with us there is a set of team in India that is hosting the beauty pageant for all Africans in India. So today we are in discussion with them. You are listening to them, and they are giving us their plans on how they came about with the entire beauty pageants and where they are taking the entire beauty pageants to, and their aims to the entire process of the beauty pageant. So on this note, I will do a follow-up questions, and after that we can take Daros and probably try to ask our guests for a concluding statement or parting comments. Then we can call this a day. So on that note, looking at you guys, young folks, and coming up with such a great initiative, what have been your challenges over the past 1 year that you are actually faced with when it comes to the entire process of the beauty pageant? What have been your challenges?
Can you break down the question, like elaborate more on the question, please?
You are coming very low. Come again.
Can you please elaborate more on the question so I can better understand it to answer your question correctly?
Okay, I'm asking that what have been your challenges looking at you as a young force coming and taking on such a great initiative? I'm sure there should be an obstacle. Sometime you want to implement certain thing, and apparently you have to go through a tough time, or you have to go ups and downs with it. What have been your challenges for the past 1 year in the entire beauty pageant process in India?
Yeah, thank you again for that question. With the team, one of our obstacles, problem we've been having up to now is fun, right? We want this platform to be a very big one. We see we want to compare it with like Miss Universe one day, and it's a gradual process. Now, to be frank, many people don't believe in this platform. They don't believe in us. They don't believe in us. They don't believe in the platform. So, in order for you to believe in us, we have to still make sacrifices, which we are doing and we are willing to do. Now, for example, from now all up to December, we can just, it's not all about modeling, it's about changing the narrative of the mind, making the unity to be a building block within the models. So, in order for us to do that, we need to have many things done with the mothers in the society at large, interacting with the society. Now, we have on if you go to our pages, we have the, the chat there of what we are to be doing up to December 24th. Now, we have charity to do, which we are to interact with the society. We have a camp with the mothers. All those things are funds that we need to invest in it. You know, we also have we are also still planning like a trip, like road trip and things like that. That's still in the mind, and things like that. Now, we have to also do a lot of photo shoots for them. We also have to do shirts for them, outfits for them. You understand? That is all. That is those all those are coming from the coffers of the company as well. So this I'll be true to you. Like every year we spend approximately more than 1 lakh because we have to get you a good haul. We have, I will not come and elaborate like so many things in details. But key factors that we face is fun, and nobody believes in the platform. Nobody still see the vision that we see, but we still have it alive. We still want to work, and we still know within ourselves we can achieve it. You understand? So it's one of the key factors. One, fun. Two, people to believe in us in our vision. Because if you believe in us, most definitely you'll be able to support us. So if you cannot believe in us, you can support us. So believing in us in the fund as well.
Darius is going to come in, and then we're going to ask our guests for the parting comments, and the panelists are going to stay and analyze the show, and then we'll give this a day. So Darius, you can come in with your questions, and then
Yeah, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. Sorry for coming late, guys. A big man, Bill.
Good evening. Good evening. Yeah,
I
bro.
greet
How are
you.
you?
Yeah, let me just hold you by what you were just saying. You want for according to you, you say you want for you want for the people to believe in you. You want for people to see the vision you are seeing. But let me firstly commend you for your level of interest you have in entertainment, and I can see you are doing it from the music side, coming to impress from the other side, making things really good. But let me ask you quickly, brother Bill, how is it like because for you are a student and majority of these organizers or you guys are organizing this program, you guys are students. What's the feature or what is the foundation on which you people have built a program that the next generation or the next people that are coming to take over will make it unique and successful as you have been doing or as you will do.
Okay, another thing, well, which we are doing for example, like what you are saying for the next generation to pick up from where we stop. Like um let's say if we graduate in lead. Now the company has a set account, right? That
Yeah.
each team from each amount from in our program will be deposited there so that the new people that will take over after us to be able to have a budget to run. You understand? They will not be suffering like us. You understand? So we are still setting things up that we know for sure 10 years to come or 5 years to come, this platform gonna be a huge house. You understand? So we are also planning for future. Sir,
You're
you're
not,
coming in
you're
broken.
not audible.
Oh, okay. Sorry, sorry.
Bro, my God.
Okay, since Elijah is coming in broken, I will actually take his place. We have gone exactly 50 minutes into our program, and we have to actually ask our guests on things that we did not ask. Like Bill, probably you needed to talk something about Miss Africa India that we did not ask you. So this is a perfect opportunity for you to tell us things that we did not ask you in order for the audience to understand exactly why Miss Africa India.
Okay. Why Miss Africa India? Why you should believe in the platform is like the CEO rightly said about our vision of unity, our vision of making women empowerment, and also reaching out to people that are in need. So it's not all about the models we're focusing on. It's creating an atmosphere that we can bring a light to the society, being an impact into the society. Now, if it's like roughly just all about the models and things like that, all our activities will just be centered around the models. But we have charity programs, we have campaigns, and we do go to help people out there. Okay, we have last year videos online wherein Miss Africa India had a very good charity program where we helped almost approximately have 100 Indians with food, clothing, and other stuff. You understand? So, in order for us to be able to achieve them, we also solicit and go after sponsors that will be able to believe in us and be able to help us. Now, last year we got about three sponsors. We hope and pray that this year we can get more sponsors. You understand? So notwithstanding, like on an interview like this, I won't like say, oh, I won't talk about those who been of help to us. You understand? So like Emmanuel Base in LTC school, Lisa, those are people we wrote, and they also sent in some funds for us to run the program as well. So whether it being a little penny, we also give gratitude to them, and we are still looking out to work with more people who believe in the vision on changing the society and bringing positive impact into the society. On working with us, Miss Africa India is open to work with anybody that is willing to bring in ideas, whether it be fun or ideas. We are willing and we are open to work with anybody. So we urge everybody to still like our mindset is still talking to people that you can be able to believe in us as we work every day. Trust us, trust the system, and also those who will be willing to also be a sponsor of this year, this Africa India will also be happy and will give your package as well as the sponsor.
Thank you very much, Bill. And our next guest is Mr. Amma. Yourself, you can tell us things that we did not ask you as your patent statement if you are still here. It
Atma,
seems like
Atma.
he's not active. So, Bill, thank you ever so much.
All right.
Yes,
Okay,
guys.
he's back.
I'm sorry, I was kind of having some technical issues. I think most of the important part we have covered, like the challenges, why Miss Africa, India, how do we work out with the students. I think the main basic part we already talked about. So for me on my side, I think everything was well covered. So big up to you guys.
Okay, thank you. Thank you ever so much to our guests, Bill Code and Mr. Ayman. Thank you. Miss Africa India was our point of discussion tonight. we were discussing on their progress, their coming into being, and other challenges they have been faced with as students of India, having this great opportunity to have a mix where an individual can benefit from many things, like being spotlighted and other issues that they can face society with, especially on the beneficiary aspect of life. So, Elijah, if you are here, you can also now come on. Darius, you are also here. We can now analyze our guests, the statements made by them. It's not time for us to do our analysis.
Yeah, so okay, am I audible? No.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you are.
We like good our guests. This time, we want to say thank you. Thank you for honoring our invitations. We want to say thank you for coming. And we want to say we hope that we bring you again on the exchange. So no, the discussions was actually good. It was fascinating, and we learned a lot. I think we actually understand the fundamental functions of Miss Africa in India. So probably everything was covered. They talk about their recruitment process. They talk about their main aim. And I think one thing I really pick up from the discussion is that the entire the aim of bringing this entire pageant to life is to bring about unity. I should not only among the students, right, but among African countries. That have been our major challenge in the entire Africa. That is
Mm.
how well we can unify, how well, which platform do we have to actually come together as Africans to actually unify ourselves, to make ourselves feel at home again. Because the fact that we are from different countries, once we come together and put our ideas, our thoughts together, unity is going to flow along the line and things is actually going to work for us. So I think
Mhm.
the entire aim of bringing it partners together for me, oh no, I see it so significant. Seriously, so significant. So that
Mhm.
we have our unity here.
Sure, Elijah, because entertainment is actually life. Entertainment makes you to be great when it comes to your emotional health.
Dara, are you following?
I'm following voice like no,
I know we're having some technical issues. You're coming, Dara.
no. I'm not audible though. See? Yeah, actually, you see, the Miss Africa India is a very beautiful program, and I intend everything, according what they built to us about his intent or the intent of the program. If something like it's a very very big challenge to us from back home, like Noah was saying, it's a very big challenge to us. Also in India, you see, it's so tactile to see a student in India cannot control themselves and they are being controlled by people who came to do business and other things, and. So like if the student community, be it can start from Punjab to the Ghana, Delhi, or whatever, but if the student community can make a take the bold step and see how best to unite the student body in India, be it whether it comes from Africa, let's say you are from Zambia, Togo, every part of Africa, and just unite us and see how best we can get let's say, one voice, one understanding, one movement, one program. And, it's a very, 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 very good idea. It's a very big, 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 big one that I think, and I know that there will be challenges, and there is a challenge already that they are facing. But in everything, I believe they will never give up, and with the support of every one of us, more especially the student in India, as we welcome the program and we support the program, I know that we can make a better change, and we can have a successful student organization, student let's say unity in this land.
We want to say thank you, and every good thing will have an end. So on these junctions, we want to say thank you. We hope to see you in our next show this coming Saturday. So I want to say thank you. I want to say bye bye and bye bye for now. We see you on our next show.
Nembat mako